What's up, fam? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a demo, review, and wear test of the new try that again. The new Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. So I got mine in 120, and if you would like to see how this foundation performs for me, then keep on watching. And if you do like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Alright, so when the original Fenty Beauty foundation came out, I wanted to try it so badly, but reading it, it sounded like it was more for normal to oily skin, and I have dry skin, so I'm just like, I don't want to waste my money and buy a foundation that's not going to work for me. So when I saw that she came out with a hydrating foundation, I was like, yes, this is my chance to try her foundation. Because I think Rihanna, I love Rihanna. I think she's a fucking boss ass bitch, and I, you know, have like most of the things I've tried from Fenty Beauty, but I would rather buy her makeup than Kylie Cosmetics any day. And that's I've never bought anything from Kylie Cosmetics. Yeah, that's a topic for another day and a video, probably entirely on that subject alone. But yes, I want to support Rihanna in her business, her beauty line. Anyways, this foundation retailed for $35. I love that it's not like drugstore price, but it's a little cheaper than most high-end foundations. And I also love that she came out with 50 shades. So it is a hydrating long-wear foundation that delivers comfortable medium to full coverage in a natural finish, perfect for normal to dry skin. So coverage is medium, finish is natural. Get a perfectly smooth, natural-looking finish that lets skin look like skin. Rihanna created this formula with grapeseed oil and sodium hyaluronate to make a foundation that normal and dry skin types will love. So they're basically only recommending this for normal to dry skin. So yeah, I'm just going to get right into the demo, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. There we go. So it's been like so long since I've done a foundation review. I'm like, how do I do this again? I'm going to be using two different primers. And one, I'm going to be using like a mattifying pore filling primer. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas. And then on the other side, I'm going to be using this FARSALI Liquid Glass Radiance Primer, which is a radiant primer. And yeah, so then I'm going to go in with this foundation. So I'm just going to use the FARSALI first. It was closest. I think it was closest to me at the time. And then I'm gonna go in with the Poreless Putty Primer. Press it in. And I have been wearing this foundation for like 3-4 days, like by now. Oh, that just slid right on out. Here is what it looks like. It is 1.08 fluid ounces. And it does have a pump, got some pump action. So yeah, I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. I will use a brush on one side. I'll use this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and then I will use a sponge for the other side. as far as color goes, I think it's a really good range, and I think the descriptions were accurate because I picked 120 and I think it's a good shade for me. I don't feel as though it oxidizes either. And it's definitely a medium coverage. Oh, you can, I was gonna say, like, 'cause it's not really a dewy foundation, but with that FARSALI liquid glass, you can definitely see a glow. Ooh, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I like have to build this up some, I've noticed, just because I'm a full coverage queen. Okay, so let's go. Here is the side with the foundation. It's very skin-like. It's lightweight as well. It doesn't feel heavy on. And then here is no foundation. Alright, like you can still see my freckles some. So like I said, yeah, it's definitely not a full coverage foundation. So I had to use like 2 pumps just for that one side. Alright, so I'm going to use a sponge for this side. I'm going to use my like Morphe Jeffree Star sponge just to see if there's a difference. I like never use a sponge for my foundation. I always use a brush, but this is a review, so I'm going to try and be as thorough as possible. Okay, so that's one layer. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with another one. I don't think there's much of a difference between a sponge and a brush, honestly, though. You can definitely see, like, glowing on this side. But this side, there's a little bit of a glow, but it's not like a super dewy foundation, but it does feel like nice and hydrating on and very lightweight. I don't notice a scent with it. Yeah, I don't really, or maybe I just can't smell that good, but I don't smell anything. As far as finish, it's like a natural looking finish. Definitely medium coverage. I think the color match is good. It's not necessarily that I don't like love it. It's just, it's not like, wow, this is the best foundation I've ever used, if that makes sense. But let me put some concealer on and set it, and then I will show you guys what that looks like. So here is the foundation with concealer and powder. So this is the side with the FARSALI liquid glass and a brush. And here is with the e.l.f. Pore Putty something primer and a sponge. Wow, look how much like radiance you can see on my cheek right there. I really love that primer. Okay, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup. I will come back and show you guys the finished look, and then I will continue to check in with you on the wear of the foundation and my final thoughts. All right, so it is 2:17 a.m. and I have had this foundation on for 6 hours now. And like, it's held up really, really well. Normally by now, so I thought I was done filming and I laid down and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to film an intro for my palette bingo video. And normally I have to, like, after a few hours I'll start to get like a little bit of darkness underneath my eyes, and it'll, you know, the foundation will start to be coming off around there, and my nose and my chin. And so I went to my vanity expecting to have to kind of freshen my makeup up, and I was like, oh, it looks good. I just sprayed some setting spray and came and filmed my intro. And yeah, I'm really liking it more as I wear it. When I first had it on, I don't know, but I really, really like the finish of it. The color match was good. It's definitely a medium foundation. It's very lightweight. I would say it's very skin-like. The only thing that I don't like, that I have to put 2 layers on to get full coverage. I like to be able to put 1 layer on and it be full coverage. But I mean, I guess that's my own fault for buying a foundation when it, you know, does say that it's medium coverage. But I guess, you know, it would be good for, I've actually liked wearing it to work because it's not full coverage and it lasts a while. So I did wear this to work a few nights. I will put in some clips of how it held up.
Okay, so I have the Fenty Beauty, what's it called? Pro Longwear. Oh, I'm like looking for my phone. I'm using it to record. Hydrating foundation. The name will be in the title. You guys know what I'm talking about. So here is what it looks like. Starting out all fresh. I'm headed to work. So 13 hours is definitely a long enough time to see how this foundation is going to hold up. When I wear a foundation for work, I need it to be something that is super long wearing because of how long I work and just like how hard I work. And yeah, it's just really important for me to have a foundation that lasts, especially if I'm working. So this will be a true test of this foundation, and I'll check in with you guys throughout the night to see how it's holding up. And this is the first day I'm wearing it. I'm gonna wear it for a few days and then I will do a review, so I have it, you know, I'm like 100% sure about my opinion on the foundation. Alright guys, I will see you later. Okay, so it is 3:13 a.m. so I've had this foundation on for 9 hours now, and it's holding up fairly well. I mean, it's definitely a medium coverage, and I'm starting, you know, it's starting to break down around my nose and my chin, but yeah, it's holding up pretty good so far. Okay, so it is 8:02 in the morning, so I have had this foundation on for 14 hours, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how it held up. I usually, usually the foundation under my eyes, like, it's completely off by the time I'm done working, and it has come off some, but not as bad as other foundations have. And it's actually, yeah, it held up well for like a medium coverage foundation. I wasn't expecting it to hold up that well. So yeah, as you can see, like, I'm starting to get like some darkness under my eyes. I did touch up with a little bit of powder, like around my nose and stuff, but other than that, yeah, I think it's held up pretty damn good.
And it held up my entire like 13-hour shift. So I've really been liking it. Definitely very hydrating. I would think this would be great for normal to dry skin, like it did say in the description. I was reading some reviews of people that were saying it slid off their face, but then it would say they had oily skin. I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So far, I'm really liking it. If my opinion changes for whatever reason, I will let you guys know in the comments below. But, yeah, I'm really liking it so far. I really want to try the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation now. Alright guys, well, I will see you later.